Alright guys, Pokemon time. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. I actually don't even have the types written down. So we got Cal with Dark, Brian Cosia with Fire, Sean Klink with Water, Dimitri with Fighting, Cal with Trainer Supporter, Dimitri with Psychic, Sean with Electric, Dimitri with Grass, Brian with Normal, and Sean with Dragon Steel Fairy. Now Water is actually a good type. So Water gets all the promos in these blister packs. And 3 of them are Psyduck promos, and the Psyduck promos are actually pretty good. They're not, killer, but this one is a Gold Duck promo. The Gold Duck isn't as good. He's a better Pokemon, but Psyduck's a popular character. So, but yeah, the Psyduck promo in these blister packs, raw, is about a $10 to $12 card. So you're going to get 3 of those. So that is definitely a helpful start. And I know Sean, I don't know if you're watching right now, you're new to Pokemon. Pokemon grading is insanity. Like, it's very hard to do. There's a lot of, centering issues. There's a lot of whiting issues on the back. But grading Pokemon is a great way to turn some cheap cards into some big money. Yeah, like I said, the water slot. So there are none of these Psyduck. I have a couple of these Psyducks. I reviewed them, and only one of them was worth grading. But I would gather that these $10 Psyduck cards in a PSA 10 are probably at least $100. At least $100. PSA all day. PSA. So I've graded Pokemon before, but I'm gonna go ahead and open all these, and then we'll get to the ETBs. Recently, I've kind of discovered this. So back at the beginning of the year, I changed the code card. I bought I spent about two or three grand buying raw cards to grade, and one card in particular, I bought a bunch of copies of it. I bought 52 copies of it, and it was a $7 card. And the reason I bought them is because it was $7, but PSA 10s were going for $400. So $7 to $400. Now keep in mind, I bought 52 of them, and I only sent in 18. 34 of them I didn't think were worthy of sending in, so I didn't send them in. I sold them raw and did just fine. But on the 18 I sent in, 9 of them got 9s and 9 of them got 10s. And by the time I got them, right after I got them back, they jumped up in value. So a $7 card became a set. I sold a few of them for like $4, and then I was able to sell a few of them for $700. And there are a lot of Pokemon cards that are worth $20 and less that graded are worth a couple hundred. I just did another one as well. I think I paid $6 a card, and I bought like 70 of them. It's kind of hard to find the right person that has that many, but he had 70 of them, and I'm about to send those off to PSA because those are $6. Actually, I think it's gone up now. It's like a $10 card, but graded, it's like $150, $200. And again, that's not the case with every Pokemon card. And the Pokemon market right now is bananas, but there is major upside in Pokemon grading. But it's very difficult to gym. It's a lot harder to gym or to get a pack of pack pulled fresh card. It's a lot harder for that to be a 10 versus like a sports card. Alright, so we're opening all these packs, so there should be 30 packs worth of stuff right here. Let's see how we do. I have not opened any of this stuff yet. We got a Centiskorch, Sobble, and a Raikou. Looks like they changed the reverse hollows again. Drizzle, Crawdaunt, and Yveltal. Magnemite, Raboot, and Clawitzer. Ninjask, Xerneas. Oh, Thievul was a reverse hollow as well. Xerneas, Greavard, and we got a Mega Latias EX. Mega Latias EX. That is Dragon, so that's going to Sean. Gargankel, Yungoos, and Clawitzer. Little-O, Chikorita, and Dialga. Ice-Cube, Croagunk, and Dialga. Magneton. Oh, there we go. Gargankel. These are the ones you want right here, Sean. The illustration rares. They are your better hits. Fighting is Dimitri. I don't know all the ones in this set or not, but those are the ones that can. Not all of them. They're not all big money. Like I don't know if that one's big money specifically, but those are the ones. Xerneas, Yungoos, Alakazam, Latios, and Ninjask. That is Grass. Going to Dimitri again. Ninjask. Dialga. Magnezone, Helios, and Cinderace. Grumpig, Kadabra, and Xerneas. Tyrogue, Dialga, and Lily's Determination. That's going to Cal at the supporter spot. Full art trainer. I don't know. I know there are some trainers that are worth big money, but I'm not. This is my first rip of this product, so I know a few of the bigger hits, but I don't know all of them. Woo! Mega Magnetric EX full art. That's a nice one. Electric going to Sean. That's a nice one. Mega. I have not seen this one. Mega Magnetric EX1. Nope, not that one. Oh, well, their prices are all over the place. Okay, that was bringing up some weird comps. I'm going to have to look at that one a little bit more. Those are a lot from like UK and stuff. That's a cool hit. Pachirisu, Stuffle, and Dialga. Centiskorch, Switch, and Cinderace. Snover, Shedinja, and a Mega Absol EX. That is Dark. Dark is Cow. Meganium, Spearow, and a Mega Latias EX again. Dragon going to Sean. Magneton, Pyroar, and Xerneas. Skullrock, Spiritomb, and Lunatone. Oh, that's a cool one. Clawitzer. Water is Sean. Clawitzer. Not all of the illustration rares are big, but like I said, Shiftry, Marshadow. That's a nice one. Venusaur. Mega Venusaur. Grass is Dimitri. Oh, it definitely looks cool. The beauty of those illustrations is they look cool. Iron Defender, Mystery Garden, and a Mega Signal. Trainer. That's going to Cal. That's a nice one. Thievel, Spearow, and Clawitzer. Lily's Determination, Forest of Vitality, and a Mega Kangaskhan EX Full Art. Full Art Mega Kangaskhan EX. That is normal. Going to Brian Cosia. Manton, Bayleaf, and another Mega Venusaur. It's a cool one. What? And that's because you don't watch you don't look at Pokemon cards enough, dude. Pikachu is everywhere. Snom. Oh, Delibird. That's a cool one. Normal. That's Brian Cosia again. That's a cool Pokemon. Delibird. Alright, ETB time. So each of these ETBs has 9 packs and 1 promo. There's 2 different kinds, so there's Lucario and Gardevoir ones. Oh, they changed this. This is new. Oh, so Gardevoir. Oh, I forgot about this promo. This promo is disgusting. Alakazam, Psychic is Dimitri. These Alakazam promos are... they're so cool. Alakazam is a very Gen 1 popular Pokemon. That was an insane call for them to make that a promo. And the Psychic spot's about to get 3 of them. Dimitri, if you want me to open them and sleeve up the promo, let me know. If not, I'll just leave it as it is. You can't grade it the way it is because they will grade it as like a pack if you send it in sleeved, but your call. Yes, that's a very nice promo. And then this one, these 2 are different. It gets a different promo. It's the same packs, but different promo. Oh yeah, Riolu. That is Fighting, which is also Dimitri. So Dimitri's getting all the promos. All right, I'll sleeve them up for you after the break. But they're very nice promos. Promos are kind of like, it's weird. Like, they're not hard to get, obviously. Like, you're getting one in every box, but some of the older promos and stuff, they're the ones that are like huge right now. People are going crazy for some of these old promos, especially graded. Right now, you know, this is a new set. This is the newest set there is, and everyone's ripping it. And so you got to be careful with like the values and stuff. Values will start to creep up as it gets older. You know, everyone's ripping it right now. If you are able to find Pokemon cards in the wild, this is what you're finding. Flippers are flipping them. You they're everywhere. So now is a good time if you think a promo is going to be popular, or if you think a certain card is going to be popular. Now's the time to stock up on it. There was 5 years ago when they had the 25th anniversary. Those cards are gone bananas right now. But there were several different cards back then that people were loading up on for $1 or 50 cents, or people just didn't think they were going to be worth anything, and just stuff them in a box. And that one card that I was just talking about, that's what it was. That was we ripped tons of those ETBs, and you got one in every single ETB. And PSA 10, like I said, it was $1. You could have probably loaded up on them for $1 5 years ago, and now they're $30 cards, raw, rated in a 10. They're $700 right now, and still climbing. So 5 ETBs. Can we get something big? We've gotten a few nice hits. None of the top chase cards in here. There's a few like $1,000 cards in here that we need to find. Been a while since they've done Mega Evolutions though, so bringing that back for this set. I think the next set as well, and it's in the new game. Yeah, I've been trying to go through and get my Pokemon more organized so that I can finish a couple projects that I'm working on. But it takes some time that I don't always have. I wish they would start the league back up. They used to have a local league that I was doing a few years ago, but right before COVID. Once COVID hit, they shut it down. And then once COVID was over, the guy, I guess, who was running it, couldn't do it anymore. Alrighty, ETB packs are open. And for those wondering, if you don't know, Sean or anyone else, these are just code cards if you play the game on your mobile tablet or phone or whatever. So they're useless unless you play the game. Lily's Determination, Bayleaf, and a full art rare candy. That's pretty nice. Going to Cal, rare candy. That's a popular card. Especially in the games. Popular in the games. Hariyama, Sizzlipede, and Dialga. Clauncher, Tinkatink, and Alakazam. Surfing Beach, Greavard, and a Mega Abomasnow EX. Water, that's going to Sean. Crawdunt, Kyogre. Tinkatuff, Tangela, and Raikou. Fearow, and a Marshadow. Fighting Marshadow. Lunatone. Spoink, Electrike, and Meganium. Little-O, Dialga, and another Mega Kangaskhan. This is the regular Mega Kangaskhan. The first one we hit that's on the board was the full art. That's just the regular one. So full art is better. Nickit, Steelix, and Hariyama. Acerola's Mischief, Ralts, and Cinderace. Nuzleaf, Kyogre, and Dialga. Toxicroak, Miltank, and Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir for Psychic. She's got one of the bigger cards in here if you hit it, if we can find it. Ninetales, Energy Switch, and Acerola's Mischief, Full Art Trainer. All those going to Cow. Kirlia, Jinx, and Meganium. Snom. Ooh, Spearow. I love Gen 1 illustration rares. That would be this. I don't know what the value is on this one, but this is one that I would load up on. Anything Gen 1. The Gen 1 stuff is big. Like that. If that's a cheaper card, I don't know that it is. I don't know what it's worth, but that's one that I would load up on. And grade, for sure. Mega Signal, Krogunk, and Steelix. Yeah, Gen 1 is always going to be good. Chi-Yu, Ralts, and Kyogre. Mega Signal, Tinkatink, and Dialga. Energy Switch, and we got a Gargankle again. This is the same one we already hit. So that's going to Dimitri. We got 2 back there on the back. Hariyama, Ivysaur, Bayleaf, and Alakazam. Knackley, Snom, and Steelix. Magnemite, Forest of Vitality, and a Mega Abomasnow EX. You like the Marshadow? I like the Spearow better. Acerola's Mischief, Abra, and Lunatone. Lopunny, Tangela, and there is the full art Mega Abomasnow EX. So, like, this is the regular one. It just has his picture mainly up here, and this is the full art where his picture is the whole card. For those that don't know or are newer to the game. Shiftry, Fearow, and Clawitzer. Alright, we got 2 ETBs left. Magnezone, Spiritomb, and Kyogre. Vulpix, Onix, and the full art Mega Venusaur EX. That's a nice one. Venusaur is one of the top Pokemon. Solrock, Frosmoth, and Alakazam. Nickit, Seedit, and a Mega Absol EX. That's going to the dark spot. Ninetales. Oh my gosh. This is one of the biggest hits in the product. Mega Lucario. Holy moly. I'm trying not to scream. People are asleep. But this is one of the best hits in the product right here. Bam! That is exactly what you want right there. Fighting. That's Dimitri, right? Yep, Dimitri. Mega Lucario EX. Hey, Dimitri, if you want to sell it, I'm a buyer on this one. Dimitri, you got this. If you want to sell this, I am a buyer on this. Please let me know. That is disgusting. Steelix. Ooh, Vulpix. This is another big Gen 1 fire. That's Brian Cosia. This is another one, like I'm telling you, I'd be loading up on the Gen 1 Secret Rares. Cinderace. You don't want to sell it to me, Dimitri? Latios, Volcanion, and Hariyama. Nuzleaf, Sandshrew, and a Mega Abomasnow EX. I vote sell. What do you vote, Dimitri? I'll trade you some other some sealed Pokemon. Pachirisu and Crawdont. Alright, last one right here. I'll trade you some sealed ETBs. Clawitzer. Lieutenant Surge's Bargain. Snover. This is one that I really like. Snover. Water is Sean. I like the snow ones. You shut your pie hole, Daniel. Kirlia, Kadabra, and Xerneas. Yeah, we can talk, Dimitri. Corphish, Steelix, and Steelix. Chiyu, Raikou, and Yveltal. Mega Signal, Inteleon, and a Mega Gardevoir EX. No, I didn't, Daniel. I was talking about it earlier, but I didn't specifically show him, no. Ivysaur, Makuhita, and Kyogre. Nacli, Garifai, and Hariyama. Magnemite, Kyogre, and Cinderace. Alright, coming to the end here, guys. A Sorola's Mischief. We got one more hit. Dialga. And Spiritomb. That's a cool looking one. Dark. Who has Dark? Cow. And that will do it, guys. That was fun. Now we got finally a big Pokemon hit. Alright, let's do the recap. So again, we got the 3 Psyducks and the 2 Gold Duck promos. We got the 2 Riolus and the 3 Alakazams. Acerola's Mischief, Rare Candy, Mega Signal, and Lily's Determination. Mega Gardevoir, Mega Abomasnow, Mega Absol, Mega Abomasnow Full Art, Mega Abomasnow, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Abomasnow, Mega Latias, Mega Absol, Mega Magnetric Full Art, and Mega Latias. Alright, I'm going to just knock a couple of these off that are not my favorites. Gargankel, we got 2 of those. Ninjask, Spiritomb, Clawitzer, Delibird, Marshadow, Mega Kangaskhan EX Full Art, Mega Venusaur, 2 regulars and a Full Art. Alright, then we're going to get rid of the Snover, Vulpix, Spearow, and then nothing beats the Mega Lucario EX. Yeah, man, we'll talk tomorrow. I gotta go to bed. Guys, I appreciate it. Pokemon's always fun. More Pokemon coming, as always. Appreciate you guys so much. Hope you have a good night, and I'll see you next time.